Hello, my lovelies. So, I had an idea. So we're going to see if the game plan in my head results in the picture in my head of this hairstyle. This is one of the ones where you get to see the first go. I do have a plan of attack. So this is what we should need for this. We are going to need clear hair ties. And the only other thing we really need are some clippies like this. So what I'm going to attempt to do is do a sort of braided woven headband kind of deal. You guys know I can't wear headbands because they squish my head. I don't know if my head's too big, whatever. So I never wear those sorts, and then the ones that go all the way around, since my head is flat and there's like no nubbin back here, you know, for it to kind of attach to, they just slide off. So all the headbands that I end up having to wear are ones that I create out of my own hair. So this is going to be one of those, but I had a dream. So we're going to see if I can do it. Yeah, so we are going to make 6 English braids. So no French, no lace, none of that. Straight English braids. We're going to need some pins, of course, but most of you guys have your pins. So the only like weird thing we're going to need is some of these clips because we're going to do this weavy thingy. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is pull my bangs out because they will end up sticking up funky in this if I don't. So they come out first. Pop it out of the way. I just need them out of the way for now. I can let them go once we're braided. So what we're going to do is we're going to make 6 braids. 3 on each side. All right, so I'm going to go to my ears and I'm just going to go straight up to the top of my head like so. So we have a decent amount of hair, not like a ton, but not quite half basically. And then I'm going to put everything in the back in a bun just to keep it out of the way. So I'm just going to make a real quick nautilus back here so that this hair isn't playing with any of the other hair. And now we just have what's left in the front or the top. And I'm going to split that in 2 because I want this to be somewhat even on both sides. Nose. Straight back. There we go. Don't be caught up in that. Okay. Yay, now we're separated. Sometimes the separation is the hardest part. All right, now, like I said, each of these we're going to separate into 3, and then we are going to braid. Now, when we start these braids, normally if we start a braid on the side, at least me, when I normally start a braid on the side, we do want 3 even sections, let me make sure. All right, normally we would start braiding in this direction, down. Don't braid down, because what we're going to do is interweave these, so the braids are going to end up going this way. So what you want to do is actually braid the opposite way that you normally would. I know. Let me see. I'll try and make these somewhat even on my scalp, because I'm not real sure how this is going to look when I'm done. I just hope it looks nice. All right, so English braids. I'm going to do this. I'm going to braid 6 braids, and then I'll be back. But each of these braids, I'm going to, the start of them, this side, I'm going this way. This side, I'll be pulling my hands this way to get all the braiding done. And then I'll be back and we'll assemble. All right, back in a sec. All right. We are back with 6 braids. These 3 going in this direction, these 3 going in this direction. Now we're going to do our weave. You do need your pins for now. We may not even have to use these. I gave it a go and I was actually able to hold it with my hands, but in case you need them, you'll have these, okay? I'm going to be using just standard bobbies to do the little bit of pin that we have to do for this. Okay, things are about to get real complicated. Not really, but I'm going to try and go slow so you can see what I'm doing. Okay? Okay. So we have 3 on each side, 3 braids, right? Make sure you can see what I'm doing. And again on this side. So we're going to start with the center ones. So I'm going to call this my right and this my left. So right center goes in front, behind. Make sure these are lying flat the way I want them to, the right direction. There we go. And then back in front. So these 3 now come over to this side. We see? Okay. So we're holding them. So now we go to the other 2 that are on the right. And we start with the center one. So since it was underneath, it is going to go in front, then behind, and it's now on this side. I have okay. So the next from the left, we see it is an in front, so it needs to come behind and in front. Pull this to this side, and we are finally on our last one. So it needs to come, where are we on this side? So it needs to come in front, then behind. There we go. Yes? Yes. All right, that's both sides. This is it. That was the real complicated part. Now we have the 3 that were on the right are now on the left, and the 3 that were on the left are now on the right. This is what it looks like up top. And now we're going to pin, and we're just going to leave the braids hanging. We don't have to. We can braid these together if you want. I think it's really up to you. Should we braid them together? Well, we might as well. We might not have to use any pins if we braid them together. So I'm going to start from the back and then just regular English braid these together. We'll see how this looks. I was going to leave them just free and easy because I thought that would be pretty. But, you know, if we want to keep like a really cool looking headband, maybe we should just braid them the whole way down. Let's try that. And then we wouldn't actually need any pins. It should stay, which would be nice. A pinless hairstyle. Woot. All right. So I'm going to braid both sides of this, and then I'm going to do something with my bangs, and then I'll be back. We'll see how it looks. It's worth a go. Okay, back in a sec. All right, dolls. Happy accidents. I actually came up with a name for this thing. I'm going to call it the Magic Woven Headband. Why? Because this sucker turned out way better than it even did in my head. Okay, so I braided them together, which looks awesome. I tied them off. Of course, you have 2 long ones and then 1 little shorty. So where the shortest one was is where I tied it off. I just unbraided everything after that, left some tails. So we have this headband, which looks good, right? Let me get my mirror for this part. This looks pretty decent. I think it's cute. We've got our headband going on here. We're looking pretty good, right? Here's the magic part. Are you ready? I found this out while I was deciding whether or not to pin. You don't necessarily have to pin. You may want to. It depends on how you would like to wear this style. This is done. This is a hairstyle. But you can take this like this, pull it a little bit to the back, in the side, like so. Kind of make those 2 go together. And now look at this. This is a different hairstyle. oh, look, you've still got some weavy goodness at the top. But now they go down the back. Less of a headband, more of like an elven hairstyle. You can pin this if you want, but you don't have to. It's fine. There we go. Magic elven headband. Magic woven headband. Elven, I don't know. Elven, it looks elven though. We'll just magic woven headband. But it makes an elven style, so this will definitely have to go under the fantasy series. But it still looks cute from the front side. And if you decide you liked it more to the sides, it's easy fix. Pull them up, pull them to the sides like you're tightening a ponytail. There you go. We're right back to where we were to begin with. Lovely. I'm so psyched, you guys. This turned out better than I thought. And we magically get 2 hairstyles in one, which is righteous. It also just works great as a regular headband because this is all out of the way. And you know, if you feel like it's getting loose, give it a little tug. It's fine. If you want it down the back, like I said, pick them up, move them a little towards the center, drop them. There you go. You've got that as well. Double duty, fruity. Fruity. 2 hairstyles in one. I didn't get my bangs to go quite right, but close enough. We're doing the, might as well do a fairy tale style, right? Fantasy thing. But this is not necessarily fantasy. You can do this whenever you want. The biggest bulk of this is going to be the 6 braids. Little braids always take forever, but I think it's cool when you're done. So I myself like it this way. But, you know, that's me. So, there we go. Hopefully you enjoy this. It is a half up, which, you know, I realized I should probably do a few more half ups because you guys like half ups. A lot of you have been wearing your hair down lately, which is awesome. And I love to wear my hair down, but I do like to wear it down with at least the top back so it's not in my face. Kind of deal. Alrighty, that's all for me today. This is going to be a terrible edit for me, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. So yeah, let's see how y'all like it. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you try this one. This one's fun. But like I said, set aside a good chunk of time. Maybe listen to like an hour-long podcast while you're doing this one. Just, you know, chill, braid your hair, listen to a cool podcast or some music. Take a little time for yourself. Alrighty, that's all for me today. I will see you on Tuesday. Until then, have a great weekend. Be good at it. I love you guys. Bye.